So I have something else to say about my fourth internet date, and this is more from my side of the equation. As I said, we talked several times on the phone before we met, and I'm looking for someone that is going to be like the tall, strong, kind of bodyguardish type of guy. That's what I have always liked. And he seemed to have a lot of those qualities, and I'm going to say that he actually does have a lot of those qualities, just not compatibility with me. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with this guy. He is just his own person. But my reaction to a lot of his criticism of me, which, you know, he was pretty critical of me in general, and my reaction was to think, oh my God, how can I change to, like, be better for him? Well, he said he didn't really like that. Like, one of the things we talked about was my yoga pants Target t-shirt outfit, which you can read all over my website. Ever since I lost my weight, I have not been able to go in the dressing room. I don't have any clothes besides what I have, which is about 20 pairs of the same black yoga pants from Target in a variety of sizes, most of which are too big right now, and at least 30 Target t-shirts in multiple colors, because they cost like $4 each, and they're all the same. They're all the boyfriend tee with the little pocket and the V-neck. And I like it. It looks good on me. Steve Jobs wore the same thing his whole life, so I'm just going with that. And my plan has been, whenever some man wants to see me dressed up or whatever, then we'll work on that. I'm just not ready to. I've got too much else going on. I look fine in these clothes. Guys talk about my butt all day long, so I feel good. And when we were meeting, he kept talking about me wearing heels and a dress, and I'm like, okay, I'm riding my bike to meet you for 20 minutes. I don't have heels and a dress. I'm not getting it until I meet you. Like, not so bluntly, but basically, that's what I said. Well, then I started to think, like, well, why don't you have a dress? Like, why don't you do that? Like, a guy really wants that. You need to go do that. And I was really, like, doubting myself and thinking maybe I'm not good enough, and buying into his criticism of me, I guess. And I need to think about that, and I'm going to think about that. I'm quote-unquote beautiful or pretty now to most people. I'm very thin. My body is, I mean, comparing me to him, I'm glowing, and he's, like, sallow and pudgy and drooping. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I am even and I've been thinking that. I've known that most of these men are not going to be as healthy as me. They're in their 50s or 60s, and, you know, I've had this huge breakthrough in my food and exercise that most people don't have. And there is a small segment of Match.com men that are advertising themselves as super healthy. But those super healthy guys don't really seem to go for me. They want a woman who's been super healthy since day one. They don't want some flawed person like me. So, you know, I'm understanding that I'm going to be with a guy that's a little less healthy, and we'll work on it, type of thing. It's not even an issue to me, because I know once they start eating my food and seeing my lifestyle, they're going to edge along. So it's not a concern. But I'm really, I don't want to say disappointed in myself, but really shocked with how I could have my opinion of myself be reduced by somebody I hadn't even met yet. And then when I did meet him, I'm thin and tiny. He called me that. He said at one point, he goes, but you're tiny. Like, it's shocking. Like, as if I had lied and I wasn't going to be tiny. I say it all over my pictures on Match.com, and it's like the third word in my profile. I'm tiny. Used to be big, now I'm tiny. And he was surprised. So he didn't say I was glowing, but I am. Please visit fitinfun.com, and any of my links below will help you if you're obese and trying to get out there in the world like I am.